What up, gentlemen? Welcome to week 2, day number 3 of the Ludus bronze phase. For today's workout, friendly reminder, adjustable set of dumbbells. We have a adjustable bench right here. Starting off, we have push-ups first. So we're gonna go upper body push, then we will go into our step-ups, our deadlifts, and then finishing with some bent over dumbbell rows supported off the bench. So starting off, if you have not already warmed up, click this video right here and do a warm up because you're awesome and we don't want to pull a muscle. That's not what we want today. So now that you're warmed up, let's get right into it. So first set of push-ups, gonna go naturally off the ground. We're going for 3 to 30 reps. If you're an animal and you can do over 30 reps, go nice and slow on the way down. If you're someone that's still building your strength on the push-ups and off the ground is not quite accessible, I would encourage you, remember, the most regressed version here, then here, and then working our way to the ground. If that's too easy off the ground, we can add a plate to our back or a band. All right, so set number 1, warm-up set, upper body push, push-ups. Let's get it. Oh, kicked my product placement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. 30 reps. Repeating that is not going to be easy. Now let me start my watch because if we don't log it, did it really count? Okay, strength, start workout. We're cooking. All right, for rest periods today, you can follow along with me here in this video. You can speed ahead, you can lag behind, it's totally up to you. I highly encourage you to customize this workout to your own level where you're at. Right now, let's take about a minute from now until we do our next set. If you remember from last week's video, I think I ended up by my last set, maybe doing around 10 reps. So very easy to do like, I don't know, 30 reps, 15, and then like 8 if you don't rest enough. So the more you rest, the higher the chance of you being able to repeat more reps. So just bear that in mind if you're skipping ahead and you're taking like 20, 30 seconds of rest between sets. It's gonna be hard for you to repeat the number of reps and really challenge your strength. So we'll shake that out. And then we're gonna go into set number 2. Usually the format, warm-up set, 2 working sets. Since it's push-ups and I'm not gonna add weight, all 3 are just gonna be working sets. So my goal is I'm gonna see if I can get another 30. Don't have high hopes, but we'll push for it and we'll see how it goes. All right, it is time. So you can play with different hand positions too. So if I go wider here, I'm gonna feel like I get more chest involved. If I go closer here and I bend from the elbows more, I'm gonna get more triceps. It's also more challenging if you're doing that like military style with the elbow tucked in. Even diamond would be wild if you want to do that. It's almost all tricep. So again, make it your own. So I'm here. 1. Oh God, not good. Okay, 14 reps. What's the quick math on that? Big Shack, 40%, 30, 14. I think that's 40% of the first set. So we'll have a drink of water. You'll notice my background is different today. Now remember, we don't have sponsors for this show and we don't do ads. But if we were gonna do an ad, it'd probably be with a product I like using, like the very delicious and rocket fuel that is highly branched cyclic dextrin. No, I'm just fucking with you guys. All jokes aside, I don't have a relationship with Canadian Protein, but I do like their products. And at some point I do have ambitions of having sponsorships with a supplement company. So given the state of the world, if that could be a Canadian company that does third-party testing, gives you all the batch numbers of their products, I'd be interested. So, rest up a little bit. I know I am gonna need it for my last set. We're gonna go one more set of push-ups, then we're gonna switch to our deadlifts, step-ups, bent over rows. All right, let's get ready for it. If you've been following along in real time with this program, this is workout number 3 for you, the second week. It's almost 6 workouts in 2 weeks. Good job. It's easier said than done to do that. So I hope you're giving yourself a pat on the back for doing the thing. Not always easy to do. Okay, third set, final set of push-ups. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. God damn it. 9.5, I think. Oh, weak. Okay, rest. And I'm not calling you weak. If you did 9.5 or less, I'm not saying you're weak. Although maybe you are weak. But that's weak from my usual strength levels. So take some rest. What we're gonna do next, friendly reminder, is that single dumbbell deadlift. Kind of a bit more of that Romanian deadlift. So a lot more focus on that hip hinge. Shins stay pretty vertical. Hips come way back, like there's a big rope pulling my hips back. Really should be feeling those hamstrings. This is the main muscle working when we're doing this. So starting off, I'm gonna go decently heavy for my first set because it's a deadlift with a single dumbbell. Friendly reminder too from last week's video, you might remember, but if you wanna use 2 dumbbells here, do it. If you have a barbell, even better. Or 1 heavy kettlebell might be good. This isn't enough weight. Since it's such a long weight too, it doesn't give me that much range of motion. If I really want to be savage, I could stand on top of this and use extra range. Maybe we'll do that for one of the sets after to show you a progression. But for today, set number 1, warm up. Let's go. So I got my deadlift here. Won't go too crazy on explaining the form because you have last week's video talking about this pretty extensively, but I'm here. Weight is between my feet, hips come back, lats are engaged. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Lightweight, baby. But unlike when Ronnie Coleman would say it, that was actually lightweight. So we're gonna go, I'm going up to 80, my max weight that I have available here. And I would encourage you to go up too if you feel good. Now, friendly reminder, if you're doing this and it's all lower back, lock in, think about what you're doing. Brace the core, expand, push out, lock your lats in place. Go on YouTube and search up how to deadlift. Watch some good explanation video. I'm sure like Squat University or someone out there has a great video on it. Because this one has a great return on your investment if you do it right. But if you do it wrong, your chance of fucking yourself up is quite high too. So if you're feeling it in your hamstrings, you're feeling it in your glutes, you're feeling it in your lats, go up and wait. So I'm gonna go up and wait. This is the working set number 1, set number 2 for this. We have 1 more after this where I might even progress it more. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, Too easy. Too fucking easy. Ah! Let's go. So, all jokes aside, for this last video, or last set, sorry, I'm gonna do it up from the bench. And you can see what this would be called a deficit deadlift. Because I'm gonna start from a higher platform. If this is base level, and my weight will go below where my feet are. So that's a deficit. So we'll do a deficit for this last set. Since I don't have access to more weight, if I wanna make it more challenging, if you guys remember, yes, I can go slower, I can change the tempo, that'll make it harder. So if I'm counting down to 3 on the way down, I could count to 5 on the way down. That'll make it more challenging. I could take less rest between sets and I could shut up and stop talking so much. Or, if I don't have more weight to add, I could change the angle I'm doing it from. So in this case, a deficit. So we'll do that, take some rest, have a drink of water if you need it, and then we will do our third and final set of this one today. I hope you had a good breakfast today. Hope you're fueled and you're energized. Or maybe if you're doing this at nighttime, a good dinner. Because I don't know about you, but when I eat something nourishing before I do this stuff, it's a lot less difficult to do. Versus if I ate a donair recently the night before a run, and let me tell you, it was a good thing during that workout I was out in nature and there was no one around. Because there were squatting animals on that trail, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so let's check this angle. You got me in the frame here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm up from the top ropes. Same thing. If you do this, I'm not liable if you fall off or do some dumb shit. So this is me doing this. This is not me telling you you have to do this. Okay. Okay, 1 second here. Okay. Keeping those lats engaged, abs are engaged. Keep that weight close to the body. Good. Now, nice job. I also just realized I'm fucking stupid because, ta-da! I had a deficit platform right here on a plate that was way more stable and way safer. So if Charles Darwin was around, he'd probably guess I'm not the one making it based upon my decision making there. So hopefully you guys used a little more critical thinking than I did there. And you were like, on the high spongy bench, I don't know, Liam. Doesn't seem too smart. But I never claimed to be perfect. Okay, now we're doing step ups. So take a drink of water, take as much rest and recovery if you need. And again, make this your own. If you decide that maybe those felt amazing, you want to do an extra set, maybe you pause the video, you do a 4th set. If you decide you want to slow down the tempo or try it with a plate instead of a bench, make this your own. This is simply a guideline. I encourage you to break the rules of this. Okay, so for the step ups, friendly reminder, I covered this in the last video, but if you have a weaker leg, in my case, my left knee, I had 2 surgeries on this knee. I'm gonna start on my left side in case I cannot do as many reps on my left compared to my right. If I do, let's say 9 on my left and my right can do 12, I could always do 9 on the left, do the 12 on the right, and then go back to my left to balance it out. So to start off, I'm gonna go left side first. So I'm over on the other side of the bench. I'm right here. Am I in frame here? Yeah, okay, nice. Okay, so I'm here. Slightly angle this way for us. So, friendly reminder, we're going off nice slow tempo on the way down. If needed, get a broom, get a long stick, a golf club, a hockey stick, whatever you need. We're gonna go nice and slow on the way down. 1, 2, 3, nice and controlled. You can speed up if you want. It's gonna do less damage to that quad. So if you're trying to build big, strong legs, usually I subscribe to the mantra that slower tempo is gonna be superior to quick tempo for building muscle. Someone might disagree with that. If you do, feel free to comment below and tell me why. I'm very willing to be wrong, but if you cite your references from the Trust Me Bro University, go pound sand. Last one. Oh, good burn there. I made the joke before about hoochie daddy season with these ones, but all jokes aside, these build pretty strong legs. Nothing better than having strong legs when it comes to building a nice, balanced, functional physique. So you can feel, look good, fit clothes great, but also be able to, I don't know, go hike a mountain, run up some stairs, throw your girlfriend over your shoulder, whatever your heart desires. Nice and slow and controlled. It's funny, some of you guys might have this, but when I go to this right knee, the difference in comfortability and strength and coordination on this leg is astronomical compared to the one that I've injured many times in sports and I've had surgeries on. So it's important to keep this stuff in mind when you're doing your unilateral work. Unilateral being one side at a time. Oh, lost my balance there. Wasn't counting, let's do one more. Okay, good. Oh, nice. Okay, have a drink of water. So now, that was the warm-up set. I'm in a place now where I'll add some weight because I can use a little bit more challenge. Now it's not that much, but a little bit won't hurt. Now you guys might not know this, but usually I had a couple of you comment and they were quite funny comments actually, saying something along the lines of like, damn dude, have a breath between your sets. When I'm talking, I'm breathing heavy. And what you might not know is usually when we're making these videos and recording, we're filming 2 or 3 of them at a time. So sometimes by the end of it, I'm just gassed. So, and also maybe I'm just not as fit as you, but who knows? But yeah, try and do some breathing here. Okay, back to the left leg. Friendly reminder, we're gonna go goblet position here, so up front, loading that weight in that left leg, trying not to push off my right leg too much. An easy way you can do that is aim the toes towards the ceiling with that bottom leg. And we're gonna go. 1. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that left leg. She's dancing. Even though the dumbbell adds more weight, it actually kind of helps a little with balance. Oh, okay, let's go, guys. Oh, lost balance. Oh, geez. Whew. Okay. If you need to, shake them out. Shake them out. Oh, that's challenging. All right. Right side. Same thing. And also, friendly reminder, if you have a non-foam bench you can use, like a hard step, that's gonna be easier to balance on. If it's foamy, or if you have running shoes on and your foot's trying to grip the foam, it's gonna make it way harder to balance. Oh my goodness. I have not been counting, but I'll do 3 more. Jeepers creepers. Okay. Rest. Some of you guys might be recovering chest addicts like me. Like you just want to do chest and never hit your legs. Fair. Been there. But it's short-sighted. You don't want to be one of those upside down pyramid looking dudes. It looks like if you take one step wrong, you like tip over one way. Strong legs are beneficial. It's a curse, but a blessing. At some point, you'll know you've made it when you go to a jean store and you can't fit your ass or your quads in any jeans, but the waist is just hanging off you. It's a good problem to have. You just know you're out there thicker than a Snicker, double cheeked up on a Tuesday, like no one's business. It's not gonna happen if we skip training the wheels. So, don't be a bitch, train your legs. Okay, last one on the step ups. Do you need to go up in weight? Do you want to slow down your tempo here? Are you going for a new rep PR on this set? Ask yourself that question. Let's go. If you lose your balance, that's okay. Just regain it, re-lock back in. Oh. Come on, 2 more. Oh. Jeez. Shake that out. One set of legs away from a nice pull to finish off some of those biceps, some of that back, the juicy stuff, the moment we've all been waiting for. Just gotta get over this guy for our last set. All right, let's go for 12 here. I will have no idea how many reps I've done if we don't count it loud, so let's count it loud together, me and you. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Took a break mid-set. I'm gonna do a 12 1-rep tacks. Oh yeah. That's the stuff. Okay. Rest. We're blazing through this one. I guess less yapping on my part, less cueing on the form. One thing we've talked about a little bit, but not extensively so far, is the idea of behavior change. And if you're someone that's doing these workouts with me and you're showing up and you're like, hey, 2-3 times a week is reasonable, I would encourage you, if you're playing the long game, to consider maybe thinking about one lifestyle change you want to make that complements the workouts. So as an example, a lot of the clients that I work with that see the most results are usually people that know how to hit their protein intake each day, as an example. And that's not as simple as if you're a 150 pound human saying, oh, I'll eat 150 pounds of protein a day, or 150 grams of protein per day, and you automatically have the skill to do that, maybe that one goal of doing that 150 grams of protein is like an 8 to 12 week progression where weeks 1 through 2, you're putting your food into a food tracking app just to practice that habit. Then maybe weeks 3 and 4, you buy a food scale and you do more accurate logs for the next 2 weeks. Then maybe you would identify that your breakfasts are low protein and you add a 30 to 40 gram protein breakfast each day for weeks 5 and 6. And then slowly you titrate your dose of protein until you get to the point where you're at a gram per pound of body weight or a gram per pound of goal body weight. Because then when you do these workouts, you're sending the stimulus to your body of, hey, let's grow that muscle. Hey, let's grow that muscle. And then not only that, but now all the workers inside your body now have the resources they need to bring that signal to life. It doesn't have to be protein. It could be more fruits and vegetables. It could be mindful eating if you binge eat a lot. It could be anything. But if you pick one thing, especially for this 6-week phase of bronze, to focus on just one thing each day, it's much more bite-sized, and then you can really feel a sense of accomplishment when you do that, because then maybe 6 weeks later, if it's 6 weeks in the future and you've done 3 workouts a week for 6 weeks, that's 18 workouts, plus this newfound protein habit you've been knocking down. Dude, you're fucking rolling if you're doing that. And it may not seem sexy in the short term, but I guarantee you in the long term, cultivating that habit and that groove in your brain, it'll pay back tenfold. I don't know if it's tenfold, I pulled that number out of my ass, but it'll really pay off for you. So, last one here, bent over. Oh, what did I just do? I fucked up. Okay. All right. So, head supported dumbbell bent over row. Boom. Let's start with something juicy. Maybe a 40, just to get the juices going. Okay. This camera's officially off limits, the second one. Okay, so I'm here. 1, 2, big stretch, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, that's so nice after 2 leg exercises. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that for free. All right, we're going up in weight. So maybe something like 60. So I'm gonna go up to 60 pounds here. So for the people in kgs, that's like maybe about 25 kgs. Don't quote me on that exactly. Okay, I'll set these up. And then we'll chill for a second. So, 2 working sets away from you and freedom. Friendly reminder, you're doing a good job. I was gonna say something else, but I kind of forgot. One cool concept you could think of is also, at times you may feel unmotivated in the journey, and that's totally normal. But if you can just, again, break down like if you think of version 2.0 of yourself as like the superhero or like the hero of your story, if you think about what kind of actions that person would take each day, sometimes it makes it easier to decide what you're gonna do. So sometimes if you're like, if you default to wanting to slam tackies, smoke a joint, drink a couple beers at night, I'm speaking from experience, that sounds like a decent time actually. But if you know version 2.0 of yourself instead would eat that last meal that has high protein to hit his numbers for the day, and he would do his, his nightly daily stoic journal, and maybe call his mom. And maybe those are the kind of actions that version 2.0 of yourself would do. And then sometimes it's as simple as just like, picking a couple of those daily actions, not 10, there can't be 10, 15, 20 of them. 1, 2, a couple small things that if you do these little habits for 60 days, 90 days, and you start to cultivate that default thing to do, it'll be a year from now and you'll be a different person. It's so funny how we drastically overestimate what we can do in the short term, but we also drastically underestimate what we're capable of in the long term. It's a bit funny actually. All right, set number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, brace that core. 5, pull from those elbows, flex the back. Woo! Yeah, baby. Okay, rest. It's number 2. One more set. But yeah, so that's my challenge for you two guys today to think about after this workout is think about it. Think about like 90 days from now. If there was one thing that was a new habit of yours that you do every day, whether it's, I don't know, drinking a gallon of water a day, like 4 liters. Maybe it's being someone who eats a high protein diet and knows how to do that. Maybe it's someone who reads every day, or who lives away from home and you call your parents or a friend or a family member every day. Like whatever the thing is that you want to cultivate and that 2.0 version of yourself is, decide on it and track it. You can write it on your fridge. You can put it as a reminder on your phone. You could go on social media and tell everyone that you're going to do this thing. You can find some external way to hold yourself accountable, but if you pick it now and you just pick that one thing each day, it should take less than 2 minutes. James Clear makes this very clear in Atomic Habits. Sub 2 minutes while you're building the habit. So if your goal is, I'm gonna learn a musical instrument, it's not, I'm gonna practice the guitar for an hour a day. That's fucking ridiculous. I'm gonna put my guitar in the middle of my living room and I'm gonna pick it up every single day and play it for 1 minute. That's a better habit. Because you know what happens? We think motivation precedes action, but action precedes motivation. So the act of picking up the guitar and playing it for 1 minute, I would bet the farm that many days you will decide, once you're already playing it, I would like to play the guitar a little bit more, because you're already doing it. It's the procrastination leading up to that thing that stops us from doing it. So I'm gonna stay at 60, but I'm gonna do an AMRAP. So instead of the 8 to 12 rep range we usually do, I'm gonna go for as many reps as possible. This is how we're gonna finish this workout today. We might level up again here soon, so let's lock in. Let's think about what we did last time, and let's fucking crush it. Let's beat the version of ourselves from the last workout. So we're gonna grab our weights, a nice deep hip hinge here, abs are engaged, and let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15. Okay guys, all jokes aside, great job today. You showed up again. This is the end of week 2. It's never easy starting a new thing. Showing up is the hardest part. Not only did you show up, but you're still here watching this video right now. Give yourself a little pat on the back, dude. Easier said than done. You fucking crushed it. We'll see you guys for week 3.